This is why you're not making money on Google Ads. Hey, it's Jaime with Echo Real Estate Advisors. Welcome to the channel that provides actionable content to help your business grow. Don't forget to subscribe, as every month I give away one of my Google, YouTube, and Facebook courses away for free as a thank you for being a subscriber. All right, now that we got the promo out of the way, let's get to business. Let's get this hammered out. Google Ads. Why aren't you making money on Google Ads? That is the question, and we're solving it today. I'm not gonna bury the lead, we're gonna go straight into it. The reason you're not making money on Google Ads is because you're not tracking. You're not tracking your results. You are spending hundreds of dollars, thousands of dollars, some of you, and you're just dumping it into Google Ads and saying this is the cost of doing business, because I know that if I spend $2,000 a month, generally I'm going to see 100 leads. I'm gonna see 5,000 leads. Whatever your numbers are, you know that that's your formula, but you have no way to prove it to anybody. You have no way to prove it to yourself. So the tracking is critical for you to know if this is in fact working. For all you know, it's actually all of your social events, it's actually all of your Facebook ads, it's actually whatever other advertising you're using, your billboard, what have you. It could be generating a higher return on investment, but here you're thinking, my formula, I inject $2,000, I spit $25,000 back. It could well be the truth. You could be making way more, so you would probably need to double down and get a lot more money or a lot more business. Or you're gonna find that those $2,000, you're getting less than half a lead, which I don't know how that's possible, but we're doing averages. That doesn't have to be that way. You can track, you can figure out where your money is coming from. You can figure out where your leads are coming from. So that's what we're gonna look at today. In Google Ads, it's a great way to grow your business quickly. It's also a great way to go out of business. Double-edged sword, very double-edged sword. Google Ads is a different animal. That's why a lot of people have a little bit of resistance, a little bit of hesitancy to even get into Google Ads, because it can get intimidating. And if you don't know what you're doing, you're gonna lose a lot of money. So let's dig in. Now, let me bring that promo back up. Google Ads, the course that I have, check it out. You won't regret it. All right, here we go. Let's do this. We have a landing page, or a lead capture, or a website, or a funnel, whatever you want to call it. And then you have a thank you page, right? Over here, we're gonna ask for the name, we're gonna ask for the phone number, we're gonna ask for the email. Now, let me finish this illustration. In Facebook, you have the Facebook pixel. And if you've been following this channel you know that I'm a big proponent of Facebook pixel, even if you're not using it for conversions, even if you're not using it for retargeting or anything else like that. I'm a big fan of letting you know that Facebook pixels is where it's at. However, that's Facebook. That's gonna track Facebook. Google, how are you gonna track the Google? While Facebook pixel, that's what it's known over there, the same technology here is called a Facebook conversion tag. So a conversion tag, i.e. the tag. So Facebook pixel, Google conversion tag. So tag and pixel, pixel tag. I think we're good, right? I think we're good there, right? So let's check this out. So we have what's called the global, I can't write now, the global site tag. The global site tag is gonna go around your entire ecosystem. So the reason I say the ecosystem is you can think of this as your website, your entire website. You can think of this as your landing page. You can think of this as your funnel. You can think of this as whatever system that you're using. Today we're gonna look at ClickFunnels because that's what I use. So if you don't use ClickFunnels, know that the same applies to whatever you're using. Now, landing page. Here we go. Landing page, you're driving all of this money, all of this traffic, all of this $2,000 to the landing page. And there you're telling people how great you are, how amazing you are, how you want to do business with them, right? That's what you're seeing there. And you don't know exactly the amount of people that actually convert. You have a general sense, but it could be that you're driving organic traffic over here. It could be that you're just driving people through Facebook and everything else like that. So there's not a direct way for you to measure what is actually working through organic or paid or Facebook or what have you, or YouTube if you have some YouTube videos. There's not a good direct way for you to do that. The way that you can track it is what I'm going to show you today. And ultimately, this is what we're after. We want to know the number of people that convert. We want to see the conversion. And that's what I'm going to show you today. We want to see how many people actually ended up over here because of these $2,000. It's very important. So without further ado, let's go over there. Google Ads, if you run them before, this screen looks very similar to you. Now, if you haven't run Google Ads in the past, this is foreign to you, which is fine. We're gonna go straight to where we need to go. The other buttons, how to run an ad and everything else like that, there's other videos in this channel that I'm gonna invite you to check out, but then there's also the course that I keep mentioning. We're gonna go to Tools, we're gonna go to Conversions, and then we're gonna go to Create One. Now, you have options. You can track a website conversion, which is what we're gonna do today. You can track an app conversion when somebody downloads your app. You can track your phone calls. You can import conversions from another system. So you have options. Really, I try to keep this as simple as possible. You are most likely gonna only need a website and phone calls in the future. So today we're gonna look at websites. And then you have options. Select the action you'd like to track. Again, we're tracking. This is the part that we lose money on, not knowing what's working or not. So you have a purchase, you have a lead, you have a page view, and you have a sign up. For your purpose, if you're a real estate professional, you're looking at leads. Any type of sales position, you're looking at leads. If you're running an e-com store, if you're running some sort of transaction-based, product-based, whatever it is, you would go to purchase. But for our purposes, we want that lead, we want the exchange of information in our inbox. And we're gonna do let's see, home buyer / home. Now let's just do home buyer, seller, lead. For fun. Use the same value for each conversion, use different values for each conversion. Don't use value for this conversion. For our purposes today, I'm not gonna use a value, but if you do have a value that you wanna attribute to it, as an example, if you know that for every lead, you're gonna get $50, or if you know for every purchase, you're making $99, you can do that there. Then you have how many conversions to count per click or interaction. Every would be more of the case of an e-com store or an online store where they can purchase 3 of the same items. For our purposes, we're looking for leads. We only need 1 to count per interaction. And then we're gonna go into the conversion window. I suggest right off the bat that you leave it as is because they are reasonable. This is actually a good case where Google provides to you a reasonable layout, a reasonable template of where to start. But we'll go through it just so you see it. Conversion window. Conversions can happen. The amount of days that a conversion happens from when somebody clicks on your ad. So if somebody clicks on your ad today and they actually convert 7 days from there, if you put 7 days, they will be captured. If they convert 60 days from there, then chances are they didn't come because of your ad anyway. So 30 days is a good number. If you want to get a bit more aggressive, then you can do 3 weeks, you can do 2 weeks from the date that they interacted with you. View through conversion windows, select the maximum time after a person views your ad that you want to count view through conversions. And then if you're going to get into the exact of what that means, you go through there. I leave it at 1. I've seen it be pretty solid at 1 day, so we'll just leave it there. Included in conversions, include these conversions in your conversions column. If you use Smart Bid, your bid strategies will optimize for these conversions. You want to leave that checked. Then the last click. You have various clicks here. You have first click, linear, time decay based. Don't confuse it. Last click, that's what you want. All right, now if you've set up the Facebook pixel, I know we're talking about Google, but if you've set up the Facebook pixel in the past, this looks very similar to you. So this is the Google conversion tag version of the Facebook pixel. You have the option of installing the tag yourself. You have the option of emailing it to your webmaster, or you have the option of sending it to your Google Tag Manager, which is a pretty cool system that we'll probably get into it in a few days, but we're not going to get into it today, which this is a very powerful system that you're going to want to check out. Our purposes are installing this today. So we want to install the tags ourselves. We don't want to email it to our webmaster. If this is the first time that you've ever seen this, then chances are the global site tag isn't installed on all your HTML pages. That's what we're going to do today. However, once you get in tune with marketing, or once you get more of these conversions done, you're going to go here. The global site tag on all pages was installed already when you created another conversion action. So if you click that, you're going to see that the global tag goes away. But for our purposes, we're going to leave this. And up here, the global site tag is already installed on all pages, but comes from another Google product such as Google Analytics or from another Google Ads account. So you already have it, but it's manifesting itself in a different way. This, you're just adding you're adding an additional tag, a configuration, so it measures it as well. But for our purposes, again, chances are you're seeing this for the first time. So we are right here. This is blanketing the entire ecosystem. That's where we're at right now. And now we will get to the very important part, the part of actually converting, the part of actually tracking what's converting. We want to see the lead, the keywords that are converting, the audiences that are converting, the topics that are being converted. You want to see what's actually working for you and your business and where they're coming from. The event snippet works with the global site tag to track actions that should be counted as conversions. Choose whether to track conversions on page load or page click. You're going to see add the snippet to the page a customer reaches after completing a conversion. Add the snippet to the page that has a button or a link that you'd like to track for clicks. So this depends on what website you have, on what landing page you have, just different ways. So read them thoroughly. I suggest that you go with page load, because if you're here, you've already given me the information. I don't care what you clicked over here, because chances are I have 5 buttons on my landing page and I could track them here per click, but I would much rather track them here, because I know that if you're here, this website or this landing page or this page is not open to the public. There's only one way that you got here, and that's because you gave me your information over here. Does that make sense? So that's why we do page load. All right? This is the hard part. You're done. Actually, none of it is hard. I'm not gonna front. This is pretty simple. As you can see, there's nothing here that you can't do. Okay, we're gonna go to ClickFunnels, which is the software that I use. As you can see here, this is a funnel. If you've used it in the past, this is how it's set up. This is my landing page, and this is my thank you page. Going back to our little diagram, it becomes, man, it's so beat up now. Let's just switch colors. It becomes landing page, thank you page. It makes it very simple. If you use ClickFunnels, please feel free to download my buyer and seller and master realtor website in the link below, in the links below. If you're new to ClickFunnels or would like to try it out, you can use the exact templates that I have laid out below. They're going to invite you to do a 14-day trial. If you like it, keep it. If not, don't. Or if you have lead pages, if you have Instapage, if you have a WordPress website, Squarespace website, what have you, the same, although you're not gonna have the same buttons, you're gonna have the same functionality. So know that this applies regardless of what system you're using. But by all means, please feel free to use the templates that I have, because they download directly into your account. All right, this is a funnel. Now what we're gonna do is go to the settings. We're gonna set that global tag, which is gonna go in the heading tracking code. We're gonna come back over here for a second. No, we're not. We're gonna go over here. We're gonna click that. We're gonna do Control C. For you Mac users, it's Command C, I believe. And then you do save. I went kind of fast on that. Let me back up. Over here is where I Control V right there, head tracking code. I'm gonna scroll down, save and update. Now the global framework, the global tag is set up. Now we go to the thank you page. Again, the thank you page is only gonna fire, the thank you page is only firing after they've given me their name, their number, and their email. So I know that if they're looking at this, they've converted. So I'm gonna come back over here. I'm gonna highlight this. And I'm gonna get lost. And we're gonna go to edit page. Go to settings, tracking code, Control V, oops. You can do that in the header code, but I prefer to do it in the footer code. X, save. It's really that simple. You are done. You have set it up. You come back over here, you go next. You've set up your home buyer seller lead conversion action. At this point, you're able to track your conversions. You're able to track where your $2,000 is going versus just putting money into Google Ads and praying that the leads are coming.